Start your morning with optimism, believing your possibilities. Thank you for choosing Fantastic Radio UK. Your music, your possibilities. It's morning, and the day is filled with endless possibilities. We're so glad to have you listening. Have a fantastic morning. Fantastic Radio UK, home of the Afropolitan.
Very good morning to you. Good morning to you, Simone Uncle. How are you, Simone, today?
I'm good today. Yeah. I can't wait to get outside. It looks good.
The sun is shining.
The sun is shining. I can feel the warmth already. Yeah, it's good. We're gonna have a good day.
It's really good outside. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are very much today on Friday, the 16th of July, 2021. You can't, Simone, you know what? I've been practicing.
I've not said a word. I've not said anything.
You know what? I am exceedingly excited this Friday. Two things. I'm up, I'm ready, and I'm healthy. And I'm looking forward to the Friday. Today, our special guest comes in, Coffee, tech man, singer, who comes in with a song and his story, how he went into music. And I am looking forward in having a brilliant time with this gentleman. I saw this gentleman many years ago at a meeting in Greenwich, coming to sing, and I felt, who is this guy? And he just blew me away. And ever since, I've been following him on social media and checking him out, seeing what he does and what goes into what he does. His name is Coffee, and he will be joining us today as our special guest. My name is Kojo Bonti Amoako. It's Friday, and you can find me on Twitter at Bonti Amoako, Bonti, not Bounty. I was talking to a gentleman.
Who called you Bounty? Who on earth called you Bounty?
Somebody called me Bounty. I'm not Bounty. I am Bonti. Bonti.
Yes, indeed you are.
It's Bontiamoako. Her email address is Simone at fantasticradio.co.uk, and her Twitter handle is Uncle Simone. So you find Simone on Twitter, you find Simone on Instagram. Simone is on Instagram. Never mentioned it before. Simone is on Instagram at Simone Uncle, and you find Simone on Instagram. We're going to get a lot of music today. We come back and we share bits and pieces. Can I say good morning to every one of you who's listening to us? Get in touch with us. Let us know where you're listening from. You're listening from what? Ghana, Nigeria, Jamaica, Tokyo, America, India, wherever you're listening. Please follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. Let us know where you're listening to us from. We would love to get in touch with you, get to know how you're enjoying the program, add your contribution, see how we can move things further. Simone, what do you have for us this morning? Anything to say?
Not yet. We're warming up, so we'll get there. It's all right. Hold on. Yeah,
we will certainly get there. It's 4 minutes past 7 on Fantastic Mornings. My name is Kojo, Bonti, Amoako. Her name is Simone and Kojo. We go get music. As soon as we come back, we get everything moving as soon as possible. Mr. Hamidi, good morning to you, and let's go for music.
Simone and Kojo on Fantastic Mornings, 7 to 8 a.m. Join the conversation at On Air at fantasticradio.co.uk.
Estamos rompiendo, muchachos. Y si el pueblo pide, chipápenme. Y si el pueblo pide, let go. Y si el pueblo pide, no se lo va a negar. Si la mujer pide, pues yo le voy a dar. Y si el pueblo pide, no se lo va a negar. Si la mujer pide, pues yo le voy a dar.
Mr. Pilkington, and how are we today?
Yeah, I'm all right, Doctor. Yeah, I've just come for my checkup.
Okay, then, pop your pants off.
What?
Just pop your pants off.
Well, I've got to take my pants off.
Well, because I have to pop my finger up your to check your prostate gland.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I am worried about it because prostate cancer kills 10,000 men every year in Britain.
You can check that out if I get any symptoms.
Well, there aren't always symptoms, and symptoms do vary from man to man. So the best way to check it out is I just pop my finger up there
I'm really
and have a feel. Just don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
No.
I don't know why he was worried. You probably saved his life there.
Does he have to be here?
He's just a mate. Don't worry about him. He's just watching me at work.
For more information, visit the Prostate Cancer Charity website. Real men know all about it.
Manichiko krabeni, anya domo nyomo yue molena, yue mochi ano kwale, nibu wawo yeta keta oh, shishitela yue moleye, yue moneno kenyomo.
Some things were meant to be, so why not let it be? And stop worrying about it, long as we know what's in our hearts, we know we're in a thoughts.
Ode to Boobs by Pip Bishop. Dear Boobs, this heartfelt apology goes out to you all for moaning you're too big or moaning you're too small, for wishing you didn't hang like puppies in sacks or just disappear when we lie on our backs, for squashing you flat with a minimizing cup or those torture bras that push you right up. Why is it always your bad points we mention, like your inverted nips or your water retention? Why don't we love you as much as our men, or the babies that love you all over again? Maybe we're scared to show you we care, in case one day you're simply not there. Make it up to your boobs with some breakthrough breast cancer TLC. Touch, look and check. To find out more during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, visit breakthrough.org.uk.
Oh yeah, and they call me Eugene. Obi Baya Uboni and me Eugene. This say many wa. Or me don't want your eyes on me. That's many wa. Ore. Make tinti you be anyone else. Wafe. Kwani de. Kwani left me koro. Kwani.
For a cheap and cost-effective driveway, choose Northern Resin Driveways. We use the same high-quality products as those other costly companies, but because we're a small company, we don't have sky-high overheads, passing on our savings direct to you. With years of experience, no gimmicks, no pushy sales tactics, highest quality materials, and an insurance-backed 10-year guarantee, grab your free quote today at northernresindriveways.co.uk.
Driven to be the best.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Oh. Yep. What would summer be without Jabba? And what would Jabba be without a sample? And what would a sample be without Magic Keys himself? But now, ooh, God. This time I got the very best of imagination on this track. Music and lights as we know it. Sticky Master Prep on the decks. Ross at the back.
If I was to tell you just how much I need you, would you come tonight? Or would you not believe me? Cause a love that easy never turns out right. I'm trying to change the rules. You deserve something good in your life. We waited for far too.
The empowering conversations with our guests. The riveting music we share with you. Thank you for choosing Fantastic Radio UK, home of possibilities.
Hey baby, where you there with?
Hey.
We come through a lot of things, you know. So what happened to you? You make one little mistake, you want done us.
New Jasmine, let's go. If I had you back in my world, I would prove that I could be a better girl. Oh, if you let me back in, I would show nothing, never let you go again.
The girl them skill out chick. Thunderball, some give it to, some give it to, some give it to our girls. 5,040,000 naughty shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, all my girls. Thunderball say, well, I'm on the way, the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Because the girl them broke out on the floor from you don't wanna work this performer.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, but go on with it. Yo, Izzy, are you kidding me? To us, yeah. So we are coming with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks
things that we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus.
You can now listen to us on the go by downloading the Fantastic Radio UK app on all app stores. Do a search now for Fantastic Radio UK.
Well, then we're going to sing us some Jamaican songs. But if we sing them, you got to get out of those seats and you got to dance like you're really from Jamaica. Or your parents were from Jamaica, parents were from Jamaica. But I want you to be true to who you are. I've got my mind made up and I won't turn back, 'cause I want to see my Jesus someday. I got my mind made up and I won't turn back, because I want to see my Jesus someday. Come on, everybody sing.
I've got my mind made up and I won't turn back, because I want to see my Jesus someday. I got my mind made up and I won't turn back.
Simone and Kojo on Fantastic Mornings, 7 to 8 a.m. Join the conversation at onair@fantasticradio.co.uk.
Beautiful music that you've been hearing for the past few minutes. We're playing music and making sure that we're feeling, and make sure that you also enjoy the bits and pieces of music that we tend to always want to share with you. We tend to switch into music and tend to talk and not get the music. We decided, let's get the music going, play the music from time to time, get you encouraged, get you motivated. That was Donnie McClurkin getting his mind made up, and he would not turn up. He will not give up, but he will still persist in going forward with whatever he's doing. He goes on. There's another track that we played that came from Richard Bona from Cameroon. He has such a phenomenal story. Richard Bona plays the bass guitar. He comes from Cameroon. I tell you my story, Richard Bona, as we prepare for our story and our poem for today. I was walking on Oxford Street, and randomly.
Is this Oxford Street, London, or Oxford Street, Accra? As I know as well now.
Oxford Street in London, not Oxford
London,
Street
not Accra.
in Accra. Yes, I like that.
Okay.
Oh, when you went on holiday, were you surprised?
I did my research before I went, of course. So when I went to Ghana, I was like, "There's an Oxford Street in Ghana." Because basically our property, our Airbnb, was going to be on that stretch, and I looked it up on Google Maps and saw a live video of it, and I was like, "Wow, it's busy! It's got everything: casinos, shops, foods, restaurants. It was lovely, And when we was actually there, it was like, it just felt like a homecoming. It's fun, But anyway, Oxford Street, London. Sorry, I'm digressing.
No, that's right.
My memories of holidays in
You were absolutely good. Talking about Oxford Street, the last time I heard of Oxford Street in Accra, the first question that came to mind: why Oxford Street? Why Oxford Street? Again, it's a great brand, and if they want to, take advantage of it, they take advantage of it. But I love when you said I was walking on Oxford Street in central London in the UK. Yes. And I randomly walked into HMV. So that is back in the day, right?
Oh yeah, remember?
Yes, I walked into HMV, and and I went to the music department upstairs where they had jazz music. So went up there checking the music, and I saw this melanin faced guitarist, right? And I'm thinking, okay, let me just buy it. It was at the time it was about £10 or £9.99, so I just bought it. And I had a Walkman, the CD player thing.
So gosh, yeah.
That's it,
I wish I kept mine. I've gave mine away a long time ago. I wish I kept it. But it would have been worth a fortune by now. But anyway, might have been.
So I got it in there and stuck it in. And Simone, this was 1999, right? And I got that CD from HMV by Richard Bona. Can you believe I was on Oxford Street? I walked all the way to, is it Marylebone?
Marylebone, yeah.
Just past Marble Arch, right?
Yeah.
I walked all the way enjoying the music. And the interesting thing is, I don't understand a word the man was playing. I didn't understand a word. Till today, I don't understand the word they speak, the Cameroonian word.
Okay, was he singing in his dialect?
He was singing, he sings it in his dialect.
Okay, that makes but he was following a rhythm and he was following a melody in his
absolutely
voice. Okay, and sometimes that's all that's needed. Excuse me, my voice, but sometimes that's all that's needed. Sometimes we've got tracks that are instrumental and there's no lyricists, there's no singers on it. And we still identify it just the same. It's a melody that sort of actually sometimes carries us through a story, or we might narrate our own story through the music. So I can identify with what you've just said there now. That makes sense. Even if you didn't understand lyrics or what was being represented in the song, it somehow still caught you. It captured your imagination. It captured your musical kind of, instincts. So, yeah. That's great. What did you find out any more about that artist then? Since then,
I did. I went on. I went on to check him out, and went back to HMV and bought other CDs of this person.
Right.
And I loved it. I loved the instrumentation. I loved the music. I love the way he tells the stories in the songs. Clearly, I didn't understand it until today. I don't understand the Cameroonian words and everything he was saying. But it's the way he expressed himself in the songs. It's the way the bass guitar that he plays is used to demonstrate what he was going through. There's a particular track on that album called Dipita, and it starts with such a bubbly tone, bubbly, rumpy tone. And I loved it. I just love it. So his name is Richard Bona. For those who wants to go check him out, you can go check him out. He's done some work with Bobby McFerrin. He's done some work with the Brussels Jazz Band. He's done some work. Wow. He is such a global star. But what I like about him, he's very quiet. Very, very quiet, big within the jazz world. So he's in the world of Jeff Goff. He's in the world of Jonathan Butler. He's in the world of Dave Coles. He's done some work with Manu Dibango. I think he did some work with. I think he did some work with Hugh Masekela as well, many years ago. But what I like about this guy is his Afropolitan mindset. He's an African with a very global view, right? He's not just restricted to where he comes from, but he has a very broad-minded view on things. So he's not limited because I come from one place, I have to do this. He's ready to explore. He's ready to question himself. He's ready to curiously investigate other piece of music. There's a last. I can go on Richard Bona for a long time.
I'm going to have to look him up now. Goodness me.
Right.
That's a good investment for $9.99 back in 1999. So, goodness me. And you're still enjoying the album all these years later.
I still do.
Wow.
I still do. He's got some work on YouTube, and I will listen to it from time to time. The next time I see he was in Jazz Cafe many years ago. Many years ago.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I wasn't able to go see him, but the next time he's in Jazz Cafe, I would love to go see him and enjoy his piece of music. brilliant guitarist, amazing guitarist. I have a poem for you. I have a poem.
Go for it. For me or for the listeners? So we're going to share it with everyone else.
All right, listeners. I have a poem.
It's for everyone, everybody.
All the listeners and all the viewers. It's 24 minutes past 7. Myself and Simone on Fantastic Mornings. Our special guest, Coffee, who is going to be getting in touch with us, getting in to log in as soon as possible when we come back from the music. As soon as we're in music, I share the poem with you. Coffee will log in at some point, and we are going to have a wonderful time. I know Coffee, seen his work, and he is remarkable. 25 minutes past 7. Mr. Hamidi, let's go get music. As soon as we come back, we get our poem and other few things going, and Coffee comes in to join us. Let's do music.
Simone and Kojo on Fantastic Mornings, 7 to 8 a.m. Join the conversation on air at fantasticradio.co.uk.
Come in.
Right.
Ah, Mr. Pilkington, and how are we today?
Yeah, I'm all right, Doctor. Yeah, I've just come for my checkup.
Okay, then pop your pants off.
What?
Just pop your pants off.
Well,
and
I've got to take my pants off.
Well, because I have to pop my finger up your to check your prostate gland.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I am worried about it because prostate cancer kills 10,000 men every year in Britain.
You can check that out if I get any symptoms.
Well, there aren't always symptoms, and symptoms do vary from man to man. So the best way to check it out is I just pop my finger up there
I'm really not
and have a
happy with
feel.
this. Just
don't worry about it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
No.
I don't know why he was worried. You probably saved his life there.
Does he have to be here?
He's just a mate. Don't worry about him. He's just watching me at work.
For more information, visit the prostate cancer charity website. Real men know all about it.
Estamos rompiendo, no estamos rompiendo, muchachos. Y si el pueblo pide, chipápenme. Y si el pueblo pide, let go. Y si el pueblo pide, no se lo va a negar. Si la mujer pide, pues yo le voy a dar. Y si el pueblo pide, no se lo va a negar. Si la mujer pide, pues yo le...
Ode to Boobs by Pip Bishop. Dear Boobs, this heartfelt apology goes out to you all for moaning you're too big or moaning you're too small, for wishing you didn't hang like puppies in sacks or just disappear when we lie on our backs, for squashing you flat with a minimizing cup or those torture bras that push you right up. Why is it always your bad points we mention, like your inverted nips or your water retention? Why don't we love you as much as our men, or the babies that love you all over again? Maybe we're scared to show you we care, in case one day you're simply not there. Make it up to your boobs with some breakthrough breast cancer TLC. Touch, look and check. To find out more during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, visit breakthrough.org.uk.
You can now listen to us on the go by downloading the Fantastic Radio UK app on all app stores. Do a search now for Fantastic Radio UK.
Oh, can somebody identify with this? Metunyum Namabogu Missy Mitiasi. It's by grace. Eyewadom Kwa Erati Nyawaya.
Some things were meant to be, so why not let it be and stop worrying about it. Long as we know what's in our hearts, we know we're in a thought.
Simone and Kojo on Fantastic Mornings, 7 to 8 a.m. Join the conversation at On Air at fantasticradio.co.uk.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We've been sharing stories, 31 minutes past 7. It's Fantastic Mornings. My name is Kojo, Bonti, Amoako. Her name is Simone. Uncle, find Simone on Twitter at Uncle Simone. Uncle Simone. And you find me on Twitter at Bonti Amoako. On Twitter, find me on Twitter. You can definitely find me there. And I never told you, Simone.
Go ahead.
That I'm on TikTok.
Oh gosh, you're really down with the kids now. I'm trailing behind.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
As soon as you said it, I thought, "What's TikTok again? What's that?" Honestly, yeah, I am behind. Oh no!
I knew you were going to say something.
I'm going to have to up my game now. I'm going to have to up my game and catch up with you. Oh gosh, another platform to learn about. Thanks for that.
Another platform to learn about. It's quite snappy. It's quite short videos. It's very, very quick round that place. It's very brief. One makes their stories or conversation or content quite concise. But what it does, it forces one to streamline everything he or she is saying. So it could be, say, the poem that one wants to share. I have a quick poem I love to share.
Oh, let's hear that. Yeah, I've been all pensive and waiting for this poem all morning. So let's do it.
Absolutely. And so if, say, I was sharing the poem, and on TikTok, I would have to say 12 daily reminders, right? And I've got to do the 12 within the split second. 1, the past cannot be changed. 2, opinions don't define your reality. 3, everyone's journey is different. 4, things always get better with time. 5, judgments are the confession of character. 6, overthinking will lead to sadness. 7, happiness is found within you. 8, positive thoughts create positive things. 9, smiles are contagious. 10, kindness is free. 11, you only fail if you quit. And 12, what goes around certainly comes around. So if this was on TikTok, it would have been short, brief, and concise. What I loved about this poem, out of the 12, what I really love about this poem is positive thoughts create positive things. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And
so how many pointers are there? There's about 10 pointers on that poem.
There's 12 of them. There's 12 of them.
And you only took one. Of them. But you only took one from the 12.
The reason why, okay, yeah, you got there. The reason why I took that particular one is about preparing oneself into, preparing oneself in achieving whatever one wants to achieve or do what one is doing. The mindset for me is cardinal in making things happen. And I feel that when one gets their mindset right, everything follows up. Because for me, if my understanding to human development, when a person is in a space where they have that positive mindset, what happens is the universe, God, Allah, everything conspires to put them on the map. And that is what I gravitate to. And I'm really, really looking forward to doing anything that I do with that mindset of positivity. It doesn't really matter what happens. I tend to come through an optimistic view on life. And I try to. Enough of me, enough of all we're talking about. Let's get ready to talk to our special guest, Coffee, who is going to come to show. What do you have for us?
Oh, I just want to actually give a little highlight as to who Coffee is, because you know, I'm new to him, but you're very familiar with his work, and you've been following him for a while. So, a huge musical talent. I mean, gosh, I listened to that voice yesterday, and I was like, wow, how come I didn't hear about him before? But I'm really pleased to actually have him on the show now. So he's a singer and songwriter. He's a band member. He was a band member of Funfiction. Some people may be familiar with that band. And in 2013, he was a support act for a famous US R&B band called Blackstreet. I remember them very fondly. He has featured on rappers R3NZ's Fly High debut album single. In 2015, he opened the show for South African jazz singer Judith Safuma at the Jazz Cafe London in Camden. Love that location. And in 2019, he performed at the largest soul and Motown festival, Soultown Festival, was where he performed in 2019. He is also currently touring South London, keeping busy performing live acoustic soul sessions in the locations of Croydon and Bromley. And his soul sessions are called An Evening with Coffee. Gosh, yeah, I might have to get myself down there. It sounds really great, you know, but his vocal sound is beautiful. It's deep, it's rich, it's soulful. It touches, you know, brilliant. So anyway, very excited to have him on the show today. He's done so many things too. As an emerging artist, and I say emerging, but he's been, like I said, you know, he's got a record going back to 2013 and probably beyond that. So he's been doing this for quite some time now. And he's of Nigerian descent. And it's helped the continent to create a new reality and to change perceptions and narratives through his music. And this person is also a techie by day. So he's got like I don't know, he probably has many strings to his bow, you know, but he's actually a techie by day, soul singer by night. Very busy man. But anyway, I'm going to let you continue, because I think this is really excited to have him on board.
You've done it all.
Today. Have I done it all? I haven't done it all, because he's going to come and tell us much more about his journey.
I like that. I like that. Let's get his music, and after that, Coffee will be our guest. Let's do it, Mr. Samidi.
Simone and Kojo on Fantastic Mornings, 7 to 8 a.m. Join the conversation at onair@fantasticradio.co.uk.
Coffee. Music.
Money game, what's a game, but you can't get money walk on it, what's a walk out, but you can't walk out. Money game, what's a game, but you can't get money walk on it, what's a walk out, but you can't walk out. No more hustle, it's the weekend. Money spending, turn it up. Paparazzi, baby, flashing, as we step up in the club. We work real hard, money speaking. Say, it's Friday night, keep bottles coming. Step up on the main store, CS ladies, them what more. Party all night, what a feeling. Money game, what's a game, but you can't get money walk waka waka ne wata waka mata ke waka ba. Wani gemu ne wata gemu mata ke gemu ba. Wani waka waka ne wata waka mata ke waka ba. Wani gemu ne wata gemu mata ke gemu ba. Wani waka waka ne wata waka mata ke waka ba. Wani gemu ne wata gemu mata ke gemu ba. Wani waka waka ne wata waka mata ke waka ba.
Sexy lady, nice to meet ya. It's my body, have a cup. Hey, flashy suit, it cause commotion. Pretty lady, say what's up. Say, me like the way that you're looking. I hope you ain't got a man, no. Your body causing.
Simone and Kojo on Fantastic Mornings, 7 to 8 a.m. Join the conversation at On Air at fantasticradio.co.uk.
Good. Coffee, you are very, 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 very welcome. Listen, Simone saw me doing a whole dance, right? Simone is thinking, is this guy okay? Listen, I'm all right. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's fantastic morning. It's Friday. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Kojo.
Good morning, Coffee.
Good morning. Absolute pleasure meeting you guys, and that was an amazing intro, by the way. So thank you. I'm all pumped up and ready to.
Oh,
thank you. Talk to me about this particular track and what brought about this one. You did this one with Wandi Cole in Nigeria, isn't it?
Yeah, I did that. We shot that here, but the idea, a fusion of my soul R&B with some of Wandi's Afro-centric style. So
yes.
The idea was kind of a hybrid or a fusion, and yeah, it got quite a bit of attraction. We didn't push it as much in the UK, but yeah, it got quite a bit of attraction in the States, back in Nigeria as well. So hopefully we're doing a few things on the back of that should accelerate it in a sense, and bring it back.
Yeah. Do another release of the same thing. I mean, gosh, yeah. Like I said, I'm just discovering you and your talents, and I was thinking, I didn't hear about you before. This is wonderful to actually have you here and tell us your story. But basically, how long have you been doing this music, and where do you get started?
Yeah, music has always been a thing for me, but because I have a life outside of music as well, I think there's no reason why I can't mix the two sides of me. The analog side with the creative side, and so I've always done this growing up in church, in choirs, going through secondary, through college, and then as a young adult starting out in a boy band back in Africa, and I've always done music, but always in side by side with my profession and day job, which I love, by the way. So.
Interesting, Coffee. As I said, I met Coffee many years ago at an event that we met, and he just walked in. And I said to him the other time, I don't know, because I was going through a very interesting part of my life, and he came in to sing some Cooks music. Change is gonna come, right? And Simone, he took me way back, right? And he started with the Sam Cooke song, and I'm sitting there, if I was one of the speakers, and I sat there thinking, who is this guy? I don't know. Who is this guy? And I love his musicality, love the sound, love the way he pitched it. And I've never stopped following him. So I'm following him on Twitter, I'm following him on Instagram. And I love when people don't let circumstances define them, right? When people are able to step into their own possibilities. This man we're talking to is a tech man. This man is a data architect, right? By day. So from 9 to 5 o'clock, he's all suited and booted. And in the evenings, he's all trainers and all jump free like this. And I love it when people are able to step into that zone where they don't limit it and don't let things define them. So, you know what I'm saying? The guy is a security guard, but he's desiring to be a doctor. The person is working as a doctor, but wants to find his way to be a plumber. When people are able to challenge themselves, I really love it. And when I met him, I felt this man is going somewhere. And every support that we need to do and put him on the map in any way, shape, or form, let's do it. Talk to me about Corona, because you are all over the place singing. How did it start?
Well, yeah, the thing was, I thought it was my little contribution. I started playing on my rooftop. I've got some space at the top of my house, and I thought,
oh, you have a rooftop already?
Oh.
Yeah.
It must be brilliant to be your neighbour. I wish you lived on my doorstep. I'd love to hear that every day.
I have a rooftop here.
Yeah, I've got a rooftop. It's smaller than yours, I'm sure. But come to my rooftop.
Just teasing, please, Maria.
Wow.
Just to lift spirits.
Yes.
Change the mood of gloom and all. So I started playing and streaming it. And then it turned into a thing because people started my neighbors actually started making requests and saying, look, you got to do it, got to do, and follow-ups. And then I started getting invites. People saw the streams, and then interestingly, one of them, her name's Simone, actually. It was her mom's birthday.
My namesake.
Yeah. Her mom's birthday. And she thought, all right, we'll have you come over and just do this. It's locked down, but you can perform a safe distance from the gates and just cheer our mom up for her birthday. And so, I did that, and that just exploded because suddenly people, it was just a whole nother thing. And then I got in touch with Soul Town, said they wanted me to come sing around South London and just cheer people from doorsteps to safe distances, if you like. And
well, I might have to move postcode. I might have to move my postcode just to get closer to this music.
So you're saying that people can invite you. You tend to sing at events because there are other things I've seen on YouTube where you singing at events. So you sing at weddings, you sing at conferences, and you sing at all the meetings.
I throw the kitchen sink at it. Really, I'm doing everything. So I'll do anything. You bring me home for a garden party, I'll come. It's a wedding. It's a birthday. You can't get in touch. You've got all our social media contacts and website details and phone numbers everywhere. So yeah, I'm playing every event possible. And for me, it's really, it's like you said earlier on, I don't want to be limited. I create my possibilities. And I won't sit down and wait for the ideal circumstances. I'll take what's available. They say success is using what you have to get what you want. And so those are my motivations. I do everything that comes my way because you never know. One thing leads to the next. And yeah.
You've also done some collaborations with other artists. Are there any future artists that you'd like to collaborate with? You've actually got an extensive CV of collective work anyway. You've worked with Blackstreet and some other artists in terms of opening their shows. Is there anyone in future you'd like to work with when all of this calms down and the whole pandemic kind of, is gone? If you want to get back to like the live venues, who would you like to work with?
I'd love to work with Ed Sheeran. I do his music all the time.
Yes, we've heard some of your covers. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and I put a little soul twist to his songs. And I think he writes beautiful songs, and they can connect. They resonate with you. He tells his story with his music, and he connects with everyone. But I take them and I do them with a soul feel. And Ceelo Green comes to mind. My idols, D'Angelo comes to mind.
Yes, I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah, quite a number of people. Justin Timberlake and in the British sphere, I'd love to work with Stormzy as well.
Oh wow, yes.
So yeah, of course, there's my brother Burna Boy. We come from the same part of Nigeria. We come from South. So yes. I'd love to work with him, and I tried to get in touch one time, but I'm doing my thing, and hopefully he will notice. So
absolutely. You'll be getting us some music, talking to us, but I would love you to do us some songs. 49 past 7. We're talking to Coffee. You find him on his website, www Coffee, COFFEE music, MUSIC.UK. You go into on his website. He's on Instagram. He's on Twitter. He's all over the place. When you type in Coffee Music, you should be able to find him on Google. This man will be doing us a song or two just before we move off. I need to find out from you, what is your mental process when it comes to your songs? Do you sit, meditate, and get the content out, or you just pop up? I mean, where do you go for inspiration when it comes to your musical prowess, if I could put it that way?
Yeah, there's a plethora of things. I mean, it's life as a whole, and life in general, experiences, and I think that's classic. Everyone writes from their experiences and what they're going through in the moment, because that's a real raw energy that you can tap into.
Right.
It includes your pain, and I think pain is a beautiful place to write from. Painful experiences are an opportunity to share and connect with other people, because pain is a global concept, and it's relatable, and that is a fantastic place to draw energy from with writing. But more than that, I found, and this is the thing that drives me. I'd wake up at certain times of the morning, and I hear songs, full-blown songs, full instrumentation, sometimes bits of the lyrics in my sleep.
Wow.
So I've got it down almost to a science now. I know the mornings that I'm most likely to wake up with songs in my sleep, and they're fresh songs I've never heard before. Never.
How do you extract that into, how do you actually lay that down? Do you keep a notebook by your bedside? Do you jump straight on a keyboard and try to record what you've just dreamt?
God bless mobile phones.
I mean, it's too complicated by pen and paper. Yes, of course, use your mobile phone.
I just of course, it might just be it might be the drum patterns, but whatever I can record as I hear it, I try to put it down. Those little sketches. A close friend of mine, Deca Artist, he's a Caribbean. He's fantastic creative talent, and so he's close by. I just sometimes would jump into the studio, and then we would start to knock out the structure for the song. So it comes from lots and lots of places.
Yes.
Right. Coffee, your website, is it coffeemusic.co.uk or is .co.uk? Help me with that. What's that?
Yeah, it's just something we do in IT. We just create all the fancy stuff. It's coffeemusic.uk.
Okay, coffeemusic.uk. So those are his website addresses, and you go in there and get it. Before you do us a song, what is it that bothers you so much about the music industry in this country?
I don't know. I think the UK has done well. I mean, we create some of the best music globally. We are the hub for good music. I mean, like the 3-piece bass, guitar, drums, and lead guitars, for instance, have formed the basis for virtually every kind of sound globally. And so I think we've remained leaders in that musical space, and we're influencing music, pop music and pop culture. I mean, I mentioned Ed a moment ago. Ed Sheeran, he's still one of the biggest stars in the world. I think we're doing very well. The thing I generally just maybe this is me coming from my roots in soul and R&B, and I find that sometimes there's a lot of repeated sounds. A lot of the popular music, sometimes a lot of it sounds vanilla. It's like same thing over and over, and especially the most popular songs. So I think they've figured out they've knocked it down to a science, and they just they repeat those patterns. Well, you can't blame them. If something works, why change it? But I'd love to see more variety in that pool of popular music, and the music you play at the gym, sometimes music you listen to on the radio, and sometimes I find it's they sound so alike, and it's and it's like, all right, so give me something else. I mean, I think that's probably why Afrobeats is taking off, and with people like Afrofusion and Afro swing with people like Burna Boy. It's that variety he's bringing, that new dynamic that is not the regular. So it's
talking of variety. we are going to break the variety, and you are going to give us another something that is going to break the sequence. Get yourself ready and do us a piece as we begin to prepare ourselves to walk out of the studio. So do us a piece whilst the camera is on you. I am here. Simone is here. You're going to get us something, and everybody's going to see this man in action. His name is Coffee. His website is www.coffeemusic.uk, and you go on there, get his music, and you will be able to access his music. Again, it's www.coffeemusic.uk, not .co.uk. It's .uk. .uk, and we're going to get it. Coffee, you ready for us?
Yes. So it's coffeemusic.uk. Right.
That's fine. We're going to get it sorted. So let's get it going. Let's get music going. We are good to go. Let's do it.
I'm hoping you can hear.
I can hear. Is Simone hearing?
I'm hearing very clearly.
Everybody is hearing that. Let's do it.
Let's do that. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that name. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. When you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. That make me crazy. That make me crazy. That make me crazy. Possibly. I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice, baby. It's my only advice. Oh, now. Well, now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control, but I know that you ain't. I think you're crazy. Yes, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. My heroes had a heart to live life out on the limb. I remember I want to be like them, be like them, be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. It's no coincidence I've come. I'ma die when I'm done, Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Coffee. Can I give you a round of applause? A round of applause.
It's not quite a standing ovation because I'm sat on the sofa, but praise indeed. We love that. Thank you very much.
I love it. I love it.
That kind of tells my mental space. You know, it's yeah. People think I'm a man of many parts. Yes, and sometimes it looks like, why do you have to do that? But you know, I'm not limited. I think I've got lots of possibilities, and I don't want to be boxed into any one of them. So yeah, like I said at the end, my heroes had the heart to live life out on the limb, and that's what I'm doing. We've got life, we've got breath, we've got no excuses. We've got to make our dreams happen, use what's available, start where we are, and that's all I'm doing. I'm not waiting for thing to fall in my lap. So
I love it. I love it, and as I said, I love your work. I love what you do, and I admire the fact that you are making it happen regardless. I love it. You know, every time I talk to you, you have a way of inspiring me, and you have a way of putting me in a space of going for what I'm meant for. And I'm glad and I'm happy to have known you, and I'm happy to see you excel and do what you do. I'm exceedingly grateful and wonderfully chuffed that every time you come on the platform or you do anything of that sort, you are a gift. You are a gift, and you bless many. We're just preparing to sign off, but I would love you to talk to us about where you go and where your events are happening. The corona is going to, it's going to be with us, but Mr. Johnson is going to set the rules differently. Are you going to be singing at places, or what are events ahead of you? Do you have conferences or events you're going to perform, or how can people reach you? Is there a telephone number that you want people to reach you with?
Yeah, the easiest way to get to me really is because I'm very active on Instagram. It's probably the easiest way to get to me. My website here is, it's there, but it's not my go-to. So if you really want to get in touch, it's Instagram. It's iamcoffeemusic. Get in touch. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's the same handles on all my social media. And yeah, you probably will see. I try to put up everything that I'm doing. So an evening with coffee will come back. It'll be somewhere somewhere around Croydon, and somewhere in Bromley as well. We've got 2 locations. We haven't firmed up the dates, so it's usually best to just keep in touch via social, because I will let the word out constantly on my Instagram page about what I'm doing next. That's probably the easiest thing to do.
It's almost 59 to 8, and we're preparing to just walk out of the studio. Simone, what do you have to say to this gentleman?
That was so refreshing, really. And I say refreshing because it's just livened up my morning. And I really, really appreciate you coming in and just, sharing those beautiful tones with us. And it's all live, amazing, amazing voice. You've also about to release volumes 2 and 3 of your cover albums, Coffee Covers Unplugged. Is that right?
Yeah, there's Coffee Covers Unplugged. It's
wonderful.
Coffee Covers Unplugged. It's everywhere in all digital stores. It's
okay, including Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can sort of reach
every digital store has got Coffee Covers Unplugged. Amazon.
Nice one.
So you can Tidal. It's all there. And there'll be more volumes coming through because it's my translation of popular songs. So I'll take a popular song and I'll just twist it, put some instrumentation to it and do it differently. So and then I'm doing a single. Hopefully, it's called The One. It's just once again, it's an Afro fusion. It's a bit of R&B, but it's got that Nigerian essence. It's for a wedding type situation. So it's a love song I wrote many years ago, but I've come back to it, and I should have that released towards the end of the year. I will be on TV, by the way. It's It's not the first time you've been on TV either, have you? You've been on The Voice UK and Starstruck before. So, people may recognize you from that too. Starstruck is not released yet.
Okay.
But they haven't talked too much about it. But yeah, look for Starstruck on ITV. It's coming. And all of these details are on my social. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, it's coming to end of the year or somewhere late in the year or early in the new year. So it's Starstruck. It's an ITV show. It's a musical show. That's
wonderful.
That's here for now.
Oh, there's plenty to look forward to. I like you that they're using the word possibilities, using those possibilities, not confining yourself to a box and limiting your repertoire, Techie by day and musician, songwriter by evening. So wonderful to meet you today. Thank you very much for refreshing my morning. And I'm sure for, same likewise for Kojo and all of our listeners. So really appreciate you taking the time to be with us this morning. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. I'll jump back to work after this, but yeah. Thank you, guys.
Coffee, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. You find him on Coffee Music on Instagram, and you find him on Twitter and all the other places. My name is Kojo, Bonti, Amoako. Her name is Simone Uncle. You find Simone on Twitter, as already said, on Twitter at Uncle Simone, and you get in touch with Simone at fantasticradio.co.uk. You can always get in touch with me at Bonti at fantasticradio.co.uk. May I say, have yourself a fantastic weekend. A brilliant weekend as we come next Monday talking about 11 plus, what goes into 11 plus, preparing to go into grammar school, and the details that teachers tends to share with students and parents as they prepare to go to grammar schools. His name is Mr. Albert Sapon. Adum comes in, but most of all, it's myself and Simone Uncle saying goodbye to you and thank you. Have a wonderful and a fantastic weekend. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and bye-bye for now.
Bye.
It's morning, and the day is filled with endless possibilities. We're so glad to have you listening. Have a fantastic morning. Fantastic Radio UK, home of the Afropolitan.